Welcome to the 2019 Conference Gala. I'm Kristen Sherrill from Southside.
And I'm Seth Fulmer from Amarillo. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Seth. That's right. It's my 17th revolution around the sun. And my mom still doesn't believe that I have any friends.
Well, hey, you've got 3,000 of your closest friends right here. Why don't we all wish her a happy birthday together? Sounds good? All right.
Hey, we get this.
All right, everybody. Happy birthday on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you guys so much. Y'all are definitely the best crowd we've ever had. So our first student that we would like to recognize tonight is the one who created the logo you've seen all around conference. Please welcome to the stage Anna Chaplin from Harrisburg College and Preparatory School.
Foreman, and I'm a senior at Whitehall High School.
And my name is Jacob Hogan. I'm a senior at Bologna High School. East students and East programs have been preparing for months for this very moment. We're going to announce some great awards tonight, and we can't wait to celebrate with you. This year we have 18 individual student competitions, giving East students the opportunity to show off talents and expertise.
And none of these awesome competitions would be possible without our competition sponsors and hosts. With their help, we're able to help showcase and celebrate the talents and skills of amazing East students. Let's have a nice round of applause for all of our competition sponsors and hosts. Our competition sponsors and hosts have the difficult job of choosing all of the finalists and winners you will see this evening.
For our first competition, we would like to introduce Ms. Salia Choudhury from Facebook.
Thank you.
She's not here?
Not Salia, right? Not Salia. Hi, everybody. My name's James Hopper, and I work here at East Initiative. I want to thank everybody that applied for the VR competition. This was actually judged by a group of VR developers from Oculus and Facebook in California, and they're really excited to work with you guys. So, to make it nice and short, the winning programs are... our winning program, I guess, is from the Don Tyson School of Innovation with the project Scott Family Amazium Virtual Tour. Students Ariel Crouch, Angela, Rita, Helen, Arthur, Shannon, Emma, Wrigley, Cole, Lily, Christopher, Jake, Grayson, and Sonali. still not Salia or Jonathan, but I'm James. Again, just in case you forgot. So, yet again, Jonathan and his group at Facebook started a competition called Get Tech Started. A lot of you guys have gone by and visited their booth today, and thank you for that. I hope you had a good time. And this competition was to celebrate some of the best people or some of the best projects that came out of the online training that they're offering for students all over the country. So this is specifically for East kids. We had a ton of applicants, but only one winner. And unlike a lot of our competitions, this one could only have one student as the winner. So, could I get from Nettleton STEAM, student John Berry?
Good evening. My name is Sue Owens, and this is Vickie Wingfield, and we are absolutely thrilled to participate in this year's East Project competition. Our organization, Champions for Health, is deeply concerned about the health of our Kansans, especially children in Arkansas. 1 in 3 children in grades kindergarten through 12th grade are chronically ill, and if you are sick, it's harder to concentrate in school, and you may miss more class than other students. Our mission is to empower you to own your health. We want you to become champions for your health. So if you came to our session at 3 o'clock today, you know what those keys are to developing and nurturing your health. And I hope that those of you who came to our project and attended it will submit projects for us, because we're going to sponsor this again next year. One chronic illness that's on the rise in Arkansas schools is type 2 diabetes, which is of deep concern to us. This is the reason that we selected Grocery Games for Diabetics as our winner for the Create Healthier Arkansas competition. Their project helps diabetic patients maneuver choices that they have to make in a grocery store. Their software calculates the nutrition content, and it helps them understand the blood glucose reading. So congratulations, they're going to be winning $250 cash to make this happen.
The SketchUp Education Team is proud to sponsor this year's East SketchUp Design Competition. Since their founding over 2 decades ago, SketchUp has strived to introduce new generations of students, designers, creators, and makers to 3D design. The intention of this year's SketchUp Design Competition was to challenge East students to utilize 3D modeling to design and execute a project that would enhance their community for the greater good. The competition finalists are on the screen above. The number of outstanding submissions that were received for this year's competition was truly stunning and speaks to the power of East's educational platform. Entries addressed a large array of community challenges and demonstrated not only East students' technical skills in 3D modeling, but also their commitment to community service. Despite the number of qualified entries, there was one submission that stood out from generating exceptional community involvement. As an award for winning the competition, they will receive a $200 Amazon gift card. And the winner of the SketchUp competition is Adaja Cooper and Milo Thompson of Little Rock Central High School. Their project, Little Rock Chapter Elizabeth Eckleford Bitch Project.
Throughout the show tonight, we will be awarding 3 East Cornerstone Awards. Each Cornerstone Award rewards modeling programs in a focus area.
The focus areas of the East experience that comprise the Cornerstones include community and collaboration, student growth and engagement, and project sophistication and innovation.
The first Cornerstone Award to be given tonight is in the focus area of community and collaboration.
The East Cornerstone Award for Community and Collaboration recognizes an East program that develops and grows community partnerships and exemplifies the ideals of East. The winning program has shown an extraordinary ability to work and communicate effectively with professionals and clients while strategically developing relationships. The work of this program has created valuable networks and strengthened their community. This is the East Cornerstone Award for Community and Collaboration.
Displayed on the screen is the list of community and collaboration finalists.
Once the winner is announced, we would like to invite the whole program to come to the stage and receive the award.
Our Cornerstone program that has had an exceptional year in our involvement with the community is a program that is most unique, just like all other East programs.
But their fingerprint on the community is building more and more strength as they are reaching to the younger generations as much as the older, establishing generations.
Their collaboration has managed to remove any concept of competition as they are helping many other East programs grow and be successful.
While innovation is easily be their second name, and their work in the community could certainly come first.
Our Cornerstone program for the community and collaboration is Thompson School of Innovation, Springdale.
Back. Teams of judges walked the exhibit hall floor today and listened to East students talk about the amazing ways they are growing and helping their communities. For the first time, our judging teams selected one school from their group that impressed them the most. Over 30 schools will be recognized tonight as part of the inaugural Judges' Choice Awards. We'll be recognizing the Judges' Choice Awards throughout the show. So let's start with our first group of the evening. Once the winners are announced, we would like to invite one representative from each winning school to come up and receive their award. And the winners of the Judges' Choice Awards are Willis D. Shaw Elementary School, Cedarville High School, Robert F. Moorhead Middle School, Clinton High School, Sulphur Rock Elementary School, Jerry Pop Williams Elementary School, Gentry Primary School, Greenbrier Middle School, Harrison Middle School, Hope Academy of Public Service, and Pinkston Middle School.
Since the start of East, many years ago, even back when hair that was black was in fashion, one of the many considerations that we had at East was to bring everyone together and recognize students that were performing well in East. And that is why we are here tonight, is to recognize students that are doing well. Another one of those competitions came to pass over a number of years from programs that were exemplifying the standards of East, the principles of East that all of you are very aware of. When all of the components through hard work come together, through community, through school, through support of the administration, through having the right mix of students, from having the right adult, the right facilitator in that room, having the right projects, when all of these things come together, something magical happens. And that's called East. As we continued on, we began to realize these programs continued to rise and rise above. And we created what is called the Founders Award to recognize these programs that continue to rise. But even since the first Founder Award so many years ago, our programs certainly have risen to the occasion. In fact, our programs have done so well, it became very difficult to recognize a single East program as excelling above all others. So this year, we're not recognizing one single program as the best of all others. We're choosing to recognize multiple programs as being the best among our programs. In order to be considered for the Founders Award, schools self-nominate. They complete a simple application and send in a video. And from those applications, 4 programs rose above others. 4 programs doing exemplary work in their schools and communities, showing substantial impact in the lives served. They sought out opportunities for growth. These 4 programs have already been named as winners. So they are here at this conference not competing, but simply to celebrate for the work that they have done. And we're happy to share our stage with them tonight as we celebrate their accomplishments. These 4 programs will be giving us just a little glimpse into the world throughout the evening tonight. We are so very proud to share this arena with all of you. We're very proud among the East staff and board of directors to be represented by these 4 founders programs from everyone that we have seen that will be represented here tonight. For the past several months, one program has carried this title of Founders Award winner, Armorell High School. For their unique perspective of the past few months, please welcome to our stage our friends representing Armorell High, Abigail and Emma.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Abigail Kennedy, and I'm a junior at Armorell High School, and this is my 5th year in the East program.
I'm Emma Haskins, and I'm a freshman at Arkansas State University, majoring in marketing with an emphasis in sales. We are here tonight as the 2018 Founders Award winners from Armorell High School. It is an amazing honor to stand in front of you all today and pass the torch to these 4 outstanding East programs. The Founders Award is the most prestigious award given at East Conference, and there is no doubt that all of these programs deserve the award.
Since winning the award, our program has presented at an international conference and has been recognized on other national levels. We continue to build strong partnerships and collaborate with other East programs and organizations. We also won some pretty cool prizes. This year, each of our award winners will receive a prize package. A special thanks goes to NWA 3D and for PyTop for providing several of these prizes.
Winning the Founders Award last year was a dream come true for all of the students in our East program. We worked hard throughout the entire year, not just to win the Founders Award, but to make a true difference in our projects.
Congratulations.
Thank you, ladies. Now please welcome to the stage our first Founders representatives tonight, Berryville High School.
Hi, I'm Kaden Matthews.
And I'm Bailey Doss, and we are from Berryville, Arkansas. We have been honored to receive this year's Founders Award.
When we found out we received the Founders Award, we were shocked, and we still are. When we create or brainstorm projects, we keep a quote by David Rockwell in mind. Every project is an opportunity to learn, to figure out problems and challenges, and to invent and reinvent. Our projects are not driven by a desire to win a competition. Rather, they are driven by the idea that any problem is solvable, even with challenges, and anything is achievable.
Our EAST program works to make an impact on our community. This idea alone can exemplify one of our core projects we worked on this year.
Our Arduino project, our facilitator, Andrew Killingsworth, who is also a cross-country coach, one day in class started talking about runners from West Fork who were blind and needed assistance from guide runners.
Immediately, we started brainstorming ideas that we could help these sight-challenged runners. When we saw sight-challenged runners competing with assistance, we realized that those with disabilities face barriers that we will never understand. With our Arduino project, we wanted to take down one of those barriers.
We wanted those who are sight-challenged to be able to autonomously feel the environment around them. We wanted to give them the ability to feel more independent and not rely as heavily on the guide runners.
We created an ultrasonic sensor with a beeper that would warn the user when an object is nearby. In itself, this is an innovative warning system that can alert people with vision difficulties when they're about to run into an object or person.
Although we primarily created this project to help the sight-challenged runners, we realized that this will not just help a certain group of people, but the entire sight-challenged community, including animals.
This entire project was trial and error, but there were countless hours put into researching, but also programming. Along the way, we also learned some vital skills, including soldering and 3D printing.
The thought of creating something to help the sight challenge inspired us to continue pursuing this project. From our hard work, we hope that in just a few months, this little machine will help others. We hope to one day see state runners in our community wearing these while running their races.
And by community, he means all of Arkansas. Because if we've learned anything from EAST, it's that your community does not just mean your neighborhood or town. It's your entire state. For example, when we were approached by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission to become a stream team for our local waterway, the Kings River.
There was an inability to access data from the past and present. Plus, entering data was a hassle. Stream team data didn't get viewed until weeks later, so it wasn't valid once it was entered. Arkansas Game and Fish Commission had spent years trying to fix this. Thus, we jumped right on it.
However, as time passed, our project changed. The results we got were handwritten and had to be filed. As you can imagine, this is not very ideal in the technological world we live in. So, we decided to transform their database from an antique filing cabinet to an innovative online system that's much easier to keep track of. We got in contact with CAST, more specifically Brian Culpepper. He helped us learn a way around the database website called Survey123. Once we learned a way around the system, we were able to establish an advanced database for the Arkansas Game and Fish to use. And it's now in its final stages, and all we have left to do is demonstrate and explain to Arkansas Game and Fish how to use the system. This Stream Team project started in our small town of Berryville, grew to CAST in Fayetteville, and now it's going to benefit all of Arkansas, our community.
Our project, the Community Garden, started off simple. We wanted to have a way to pass down knowledge to the future generations about how to care for and grow plants. However, as we got into the project, we realized we could go much further.
We realized a community garden can impact many others in the community, not just the children. A community garden can benefit those who are less fortunate in our area. We decided to take our time to help grow and nurture these plants until they were ready for our community members.
Once vegetables were mature, we picked them and sent them to our local senior center where the staff prepared them for Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels then delivers the food to those in need. We in East pride ourselves with our ability to get involved in the community in a sophisticated and innovative way.
Throughout this project, we learned valuable gardening skills and tests that we can perform to test the validity of soil and overall how to work with our community members. And throughout this project, we got to do our primary goal in East, and that is to help others.
We are endlessly proud of all of our projects here, those we got to show off and those we didn't.
We are also incredibly grateful to East for building an environment that encourages creative thinking and technological advancement.
And allowing us the opportunity to come together as thinkers, innovators, and ultimately as a community. Thank you.
Keep the applause going as we bring to the stage Berryville High School East.
Did you guys have fun at Fusion? We wanted to thank two of the schools that helped make the fun happen. A special thank you goes out to Sonora Middle School for designing and building the escape room, and to Hamburg High School for their giant checkers game.
Now it is time for the next set of student competitions. Please welcome the host of the Micro Controlling Everything competition, Nick Jones from the Arkansas Regional Innovation Hub.
I'm going to apologize in advance for the person coming on stage after me, because I got to raise that up a little bit. Hey, everybody. Like they said, my name's Nick Jones. I'm with the Arkansas Regional Innovation Hub, and for the, I believe, third year in a row now, we are happy to be sponsoring the Micro Controlling Everything competition. As usual, we were blown away by the entries we received. Every single project was innovative, which, of course, right there in the name, that's what we're looking for, but also, as we've heard before, it is helping the community, whether that's, a friend, the school as a whole, their town as a whole, the state as a whole. It is making the world a better place. And it was really, really hard to choose a winner, but what we finally decided on was a project that worked not only to better their community, but could have impacts throughout the world, and they had actual university research to back it up. So the winner for the Micro Controlling Everything competition was Buffalo Island Central High.
Now it is time for the Picture This competition. Bedford Cameron Video is committed to supplying you with the best equipment to get the right shot. And they want you to share the single best photo you've taken this year as part of an East project. The competition finalists are on the screen above. And the winner of the Picture This competition is Westside Middle School.
Good evening. My name is Allison Turner. I'm with the Fay Jones School of Architecture and Design at the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville. We were really excited to host the Fay Jones Architectural Challenge again this year. And I wanted to give you a little bit of background about my school in case you don't know about us yet. The Fay Jones School, we have 3 degree programs in architecture, landscape architecture, and interior design. And for you students out there, we also have a summer design camp. If you think you might be interested in one of these 3 degree programs, it's a really great opportunity. I'm in the Tinkerspace tomorrow. I was in the Tinkerspace all day today too, but so if you want to come and visit us and learn more about the school and about our design camp, please come see me tomorrow. I wanted to say a couple of things about the challenge. We had so many really amazing projects this year, it was really hard to choose a winner. And one of the things I think that was really great about the projects this year is the diversity of projects that we had. We saw everything from golf course designs to a new school. Some people designed houses. There was a bench design. So there was a lot of really amazing projects. I wanted to say a couple of things about the winning project. I need my glasses for this. First of all, the winning project was a really great proposal for a new elementary school that included a really dynamic lobby filled with interesting design features and lots of natural light from clear story windows that they added. This team also produced a really professional rendering of the interior lobby space and included really amazing touches such as furniture, artwork, signage, landscaping, and a flagpole. And that winning team is Grayson Siebert, Jace Fondren, and Braden Runesville from Armor High School.
The Arkansas Tech University College of Business is honored to sponsor the Hello, My Name Is interview competition. I actually felt a little sorry for the finalists. You had a very tough judge. Dr. Tracy Cole is an attorney. She actually finished first in her class at the Bowen Law School, had a full ride on that, and clerked for a couple of federal judges. So she's a very difficult individual to impress. But when I asked her this afternoon how it went, she said it was amazing. The finalists were absolutely remarkable, very impressive, and you represented East very well. She thought very highly of each of you. So it was difficult to pick a winner, but one student did stand out a little bit more than the rest, and Dr. Cole mentioned that this particular student had several examples of innovation and leadership, spoke strongly of a commitment to the community, and actually had a genuine excitement about the activities and projects they'd done and how East had impacted their life. So it is an honor and a privilege for me to announce that the winner of this year's competition is Catalina Pearson from Don Tyson's School of Innovation.
Good evening. My name is Brian Dixon, and I'm a game design instructor and independent texture and environment artist.
And my name is Richard Ball. I teach graphic design at Southern Arkansas University Tech. As we all know, East Initiative encourages its members to seek out and solve problems.
The winners of the SAU Tech Multimedia Competition found a way to avert the tragedy of lost history and solve the problem in a way that's really in keeping with this year's 360 theme.
Thanks to this team, we are now able to observe their town's history through virtual reality.
So the winner of this year's SAU Tech Multimedia Competition is Olivia Brawley, Kaylin Foote, and Kayla Hudson from Greenbrier High School.
This year, East encouraged school administrators and stakeholders to take part in our administrator and stakeholder training. 89 schools attended. If you are one of the schools on the screens above, please stand and let's thank our administrators for their support of East. All administrative attendees were invited to an additional session this afternoon and are wearing one of our Stellar Stakeholder ribbons. Thank you again to all of our administrators and stakeholders that support our programs.
Good evening. I am Mildred Franco, and I am a member of the Board of East, and I'm also the chair of the Development Committee on the board. And on behalf of East Initiative, and with the help of Priscilla and Seth, we want to thank all of the sponsors without whom we would not be able to be here tonight and have a wonderful event.
Thank you to our presenting sponsors, the Arkansas Department of Education, and Facebook Tech Start program, our platinum sponsor, Sound Logic, our silver sponsor, FIS, and our bronze sponsor, Esri and Windstream.
We'd also like to thank Sunbelt, SketchUp, PyTop, NWA 3D, Mid-America Science Museum, Everett Agencies, Megan Holcomb Partners, and Highland Dairy.
Thank you. Thank you to CompTIA, CAST, B&B Solutions, Casio, Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts, Arkansas Capital, Women's Foundation of Arkansas, HP, CHI St. Vincent, and Apple. Additional thanks goes out to all of our competition hosts, Tinker Space organizations, and exhibitors.
So thank you again. Please give another round of applause for all of our sponsors. Conference isn't possible without the support of each of you and the support that you have shown at conference and throughout the year. It is you that makes this conference possible. And if you're in the audience and would like to be a supporter of East, please visit us at supporteast.org. Thank you.
It's time now for another presentation from one of our founders' schools. Please welcome to the stage representatives of Hellstern Middle School.
Happy birthday. Hello and good evening. I'm Ainsley Carter.
And I'm Andrew Tankersley. We are here representing Hellstern Middle School from Springdale, Arkansas, and we as Founders Winners have put forth so much effort to get here, and we want to help you guys achieve your goals. We have seen impact here at our program, whether it be through our projects, hardships, or just plain good times, and we make these impacts as a family. With the East Conference theme this year being East 360, we have looked at it as doing a 360, changing things. So, we've put our focuses on changing things together for the better.
At Hellstern East, we celebrate the little things. Each week, we have a fantastic Friday to recognize even our smallest victories. Because in East, you will sometimes feel like your projects aren't going anywhere and that there's not any hope. For example, in our project Hard Hits, we were learning the software PCB Web for an entire year. PCB Web was recommended to us by the University of Arkansas engineering professor, Dr. Saunders.
Then, Dr. Saunders suggested that we switch to KiCad. At first, we were very frustrated that we had to switch software after working so long and hard on PCB Web. But we set back to work on KiCad, and now we're being featured in the University of Arkansas Engineering magazine.
Every good project at Hellstern East goes through a ton of ups and downs. We started our Canine Classmates project by wanting to help dogs who had seizures.
But, that's not really a doable East project.
We changed our goal multiple times. Miss Ritz, one of the special ed teachers at Hellstern, wanted to bring her dog, Nala, into the one-on-one classroom to improve the students' moods and to make them feel more comfortable in a school environment. She needed some help to make this happen.
We helped get Nala approved to be brought into the classrooms, and it was a huge success. The students absolutely love Nala, and they're always asking for her to come back into the classroom. It's really amazing to see how happy the students are when Nala is in the classroom with them. This is a small East project, but it is what East is all about, seeing the smiles on the faces of those that you've helped.
In our Fantastic Fridays, we celebrate the little things. Your projects are not going to be smooth, and they're not going to be perfect. This is why the little things really do matter. Whenever we've done all that we can do and our projects still aren't moving forward, we reach out to professionals in the community. We talk with them in Zoom meetings or in person. You may feel like your projects aren't going anywhere, but they'll lead you in the right direction and point out your successes.
Do you realize that what you're doing isn't normal? Every single one of you is being amazing right now. You don't see kids our age learning professional level software or making huge acts of community service. You are making a difference on your community, whether you see it or not. And this is what our East family is here for, to show us this. Our East family pulls us through these times where little successes matter. They help us through these hard times, and it especially helps when older students who have been in East before help those who haven't. And some even come back after they've left our program. So as you can see, at Hellstern East, we're not just a team, but a family. So we're not only changing the lives of those in the community, but within our own family as well.
East has allowed me to see another side of myself that I never knew I had. Before I started East, I didn't have a purpose, but East has opened my eyes to talents that I never knew I had, and it's allowed me to accomplish things that I never thought I could accomplish. When I first started East, I thought it was just about the technology that was involved. Little did I know it was about making an impact on the community. And while working with others to change the world, I've changed as a person.
Through all the times and projects, we've had one overarching experience. Never before have I seen students work so hard to accomplish one common goal. We were psyched when we got the criteria submitted for this Founders Award, jumping up and down and hugging each other. So when we actually won the award, the emotion that flowed through the kids in the room was amazing. The accomplishment was so humbling, and our family was set in stone. Thank you guys so much again for this opportunity and for expanding our East family to now include you.
Please welcome to the stage, Hellstern Middle School East.
Our second day may be coming to an end, but our third day is going to start off strong with the Tech Support Olympiad. For those of you in the audience, you can catch it in the grand lobby. And for those of you watching live, you can catch it tomorrow morning by tuning in.
It's time for another set of student competitions. We'll begin with the Perfect Pitch competition. This competition challenged applicants to give their best 90-second pitch on an East project. Contestants had to concisely define the problem, propose a solution, and describe progress made on their projects.
Yesterday, 5 finalists competed in a live competition here on this stage before a panel of judges and you, the audience. You, along with the judges from Arkansas Capital Corporation, decided on the winning pitch. The finalists are on the screen above. The winner of the Perfect Pitch competition is Isabel Boysen and Lily Dunnigan from Little Rock Central High School.
Good evening, young people, tech people. I am old people. I am history people. We have an understanding that I hope you will come to understand. And I'm proud to be here on behalf of the Butler Center for Arkansas Studies at the Central Arkansas Library in Little Rock to award the best of the show for a special competition called Your Town, Your Story. And our goal at the Butler Center is to show people the rich history of our state and of the lives of people who have lived here, their dreams, their ambitions, their struggles, their sadness, and their perseverance. I am especially excited by what I've seen with students in the programs that have been created. We have 9 teams from around the state. Each of these teams has found some story about their hometown that is special, that they think is important for other people to know. And that's the mission of the Butler Center, and we are glad to partner with you, East students, in your hometown to learn your hometown stories. The projects have, the students in these teams have discovered the first cabin sites not far from their school. They've discovered teachers and stories of teachers who have revolutionized, reformed the education in their schools. They have found veterans from a forgotten war who have shared their stories. These are excellent programs. In fact, they're all winning programs. They are winning, and they have literally put these students, you have put your school on the map. You've put your town on the map. And by literally, I mean your projects, as of now, have been published on the Arkansas History Hub, where they will be used by teachers all around the state as a teaching resource for their classrooms. So congratulations from the Butler Center to all of you for your efforts. There are 2 exceptional projects that stand, As a matter of fact, you students are now published authors, and you have credits as young historians that you can show the next time you're applying, for, especially you high school students, when you're applying for colleges, scholarship, internships, jobs. You've really shown that you know how to take initiative. There are 2 projects that took the idea of digital history by students one step further, and both of these are exceptional. One of them, they both have created a special event in addition to their digital history project that has brought people from the community together to hear these stories. And they've captured stories that are deep in life experience. And now those stories are part of life lessons for all of us to learn, the next kids in the school, in the classroom. The winning project in your town, your story, is taking East and your projects and your idea of community service to an entirely next level. And it invites you, it's been chosen as the winner because it invites all of you to do this with yours. This project created a commemorative bench honoring the bravery and the courage of the 9 African American students who integrated Central High in 1957, 62 years ago. And this bench is part now of an audio walking tour. The National Park Service has created a mobile app. Well, actually, the students have created the mobile app. And the bench is the place where people can stop and reflect on what they've learned after hearing this story. All of this is bringing the attention to the hero of this story, Elizabeth Eckford, one of the Little Rock Nine. It's gotten national attention, national press awards, and we think that it will become one of the most visited civil rights historic sites in the United States, all thanks to the work of this one team of East students who've built on the work of students before them. And so I'd like to congratulate tonight the Little Rock Central High School East, Adaja Cooper, Milo Thompson are the lead students on this project. They've opened the door for so many other students to learn firsthand from Elizabeth Eckford, who is coming back to life thanks to this attention and the sharing of the story.
Good evening. So we are super excited at NWA 3D to be back for our 4th year to support East. And we're here to work on printers in the Tinkerspace, as you all have seen, because we know that 3D printing can be really hard. And we're going to be back next year to set up in the Tinkerspace. So bring your printers if you need help, no matter what type of printer it is, no matter what brand it is. Our student volunteers are going to be here to help your students fix them. And while we're talking about student volunteers, let's hear it for all of our student volunteers, right? They're rocking it. Yeah! So, that being said about getting the printers working on, which, as you know, can be really difficult, once they're actually working, that's what we're most excited about. We're excited about what happens when 3D printers are working in the classroom. And that's really why we do what we do. The projects that East students create with 3D printers are nothing less than absolutely amazing. So we love to host our 3D Printed Up competition because it's a way for us to see so many awesome projects. And it's all about the best use of 3D printing to support a project. And in addition to the CART, which as everybody knows, it's critical thinking, appropriateness, what makes a project real, and teamwork, we also judge the entries on their impact, their appropriate application of 3D printing, the complexity, and if they're completed or not. So we picked 3 finalists to interview here at EastCon to make their case for the best project, and they were awesome. And we interviewed them yesterday. It was great. And the winning team this year is going to receive $1,000 cash and another $1,000 to a cause of their choice. So the decision was our closest yet. It was super tough, but the winner that we chose just barely hooked us. So the winner is Mountain Home Junior High School with their J-Hook solution. done with me yet. We got one more. So we got 2 competitions. All right, so our second competition, this is our second year to do it, and we're really excited about it. It's Ready, Print, and Play. So as an entrepreneur, I am really passionate about taking an idea and turning it into something real. And that's really what Ready, Print, Play is all about. So the goal is to come up with an educational game using the specialization power of 3D printing to take that game to market. So we judged on the cart factors in the same way, as well as its educational goals, the 3D printability, its playability, the fun factor, and sustainability. And sustainability is really the biggest part. It's the most important part because we want to help empower the winning team to start a business around that game. That's our main goal. And Kickstarter is an awesome way to do that. It's a way that you can get your funding to really turn that game into reality. So that's why we've teamed up with Startup Junkies to give this winning team a mentor to guide them through the launch of their Kickstarter. And this is a mentor who's actually taken their own Kickstarter game idea and had it successfully funded. So it's awesome to have their help. And we're also going to donate $1,000 to start that Kickstarter out to help launch it so that team can reach their goal to actually sell that game to the public. So the entries this year were all excellent, and it was also super tough to be able to decide which one the winner was, but one of them rode their way to the lead. And that winner is Code Your Boat from Mountain Home High School.
The next Cornerstone Award to be awarded tonight is in the focus area of student growth and engagement.
The East Cornerstone Award for Student Growth and Engagement recognizes an East program that exemplifies student and program growth in various areas. The winning program provides a positive environment, promotes individual growth, empowers students to find their passion, and motivates them to learn and progress. Although often difficult to measure, true student growth and engagement is the strongest demonstration of East principles. This is the East Cornerstone Award for Student Growth and Engagement.
On the screen is a list of the Student Growth and Engagement finalists.
Once the winner is announced, we would like to invite the entire program to come to the stage and receive the award. The Cornerstone Award for Student Growth and Engagement is possibly the most difficult of all to represent.
But this East program has gone above and beyond in their efforts to transform their East program through students nothing short of pure passion from their students.
The high level of student engagement certainly impacted the lives of the students, but in turn also transformed the culture of their East program and even their school.
A persistent and passionate facilitator supported the work of these students, who in turn quickly became passionate and persistent on their own.
Along with the passion, two other words that rise to the top with this program are prepared and willing.
Our East Cornerstone Award for Student Growth and Engagement is Cross County High School.
is time to announce the second group of Judges' Choice winners. Once the winners are announced, we would like to invite one representative from each winning school to come up and receive the award. The winners of the Judges' Choice Awards are Linda Childers Knapp Elementary School, Magazine High School, Lake Hamilton High School, Mountain Home Junior High School, Roberts Elementary School, Little Rock Central High School, Harvard Magnet Elementary School, Huntsville Intermediate School, Neenah Middle School, Whitehall Middle School, Northeast Tech Claremore.
We've already seen two amazing presentations. Let's see at least one more. Please welcome to the stage our next founders representing school, Nettleton High School.
Good evening. I am Connor Barnes, a senior and a second-year East student.
I'm Cameron Salo. I'm a freshman, and I'm a third-year East student.
Our experiences in East are challenging, but they are what provide the vital information that we need to grow our program. They are what inspires us to transform our community and schools.
We are very fortunate to have the support of our community, our sponsors, our East and the East Initiative. With their support, we now have opportunities for positive real-world experiences and hands-on learning. Partnerships in the community have led to many sophisticated projects that have benefited the city of Jonesboro and surrounding areas.
Our students' experiences in East have developed their confidence and their expectations for success. They persevere when projects become difficult, and they have become adept at overcoming obstacles.
Have you ever planned an event for over 3,000 people and over 150 collaborators? Touch a Truck takes months of planning, exceptional organization skills, and so much more. It also takes well-coordinated teams to make it happen. At Nettleton, teamwork is essential in every project we do. Student teams had to advertise the event, plan and map the event site, host activities, solicit sponsors and partners, and so much more.
East at Nettleton for Touch a Truck partners with the NEA Baptist Charitable Foundation, Hope Circle, the University Rotary Club, the City of Jonesboro, and Craighead County. They also partner with 150 other businesses and companies that provide food, drinks, trucks, activity booths, giveaways, and volunteers. Not only does Nettleton have community partners, but we have East partners as well. This year we had 14 other East programs participate at Touch a Truck.
With an event this size, there are definite challenges. The major challenge was advertising the event with no budget. This year, we launched a massive social media campaign that reached over 40,000 people. As a result of the campaign, attendance grew from 800 our first year to over 3,000 this year. Our fourth annual Touch a Truck was a major success, bringing in over $4,000 for Hope Circle.
Our students have a passion for the deaf that started 2 years ago with the Deaf Not Deaf project. After seeing a post on Facebook, students became inspired to create a communication card like ones used in other states to help officers communicate with deaf individuals. Students reached out to local and state law enforcement as well as the deaf community of Northeast Arkansas, and they felt confident that their project would be a useful tool.
But as most East students know, projects don't always go the way they expect them to. When the team contacted Holly Ketchum, board member of the Arkansas Association of the Deaf, she informed the students that the card they were trying to create was already available through the Arkansas School of the Deaf. This was a major surprise to the team since those he had contacted knew nothing of the communication card.
Students began working with Jonathan Nettles, information coordinator, as well as Corporal Scott Irwin, traffic stop training officer for the Arkansas State Police, to create a training video that would teach officers how to communicate using the communication card. They also worked with Ms. Holly Ketchum to provide the deaf perspective.
We have submitted a Walmart community grant to fund the purchases for the communication cards for state troopers and Jonesboro and Craighead County officers. We are currently working with Kenley Gatewood, fireman and first responder in Jonesboro, to provide the first responders with the communication card in the instance they run into a deaf or hard of hearing person in an emergency situation.
A group of our students interested in mapping noted that there were no sidewalks on a main road near our high school, which provided a safety issue for our students. Parents in our district were surveyed, and students found that in the majority of neighborhoods and nearby busy areas, there are no sidewalks. One survey respondent, an Arkansas State University professor, reached out to students and agreed to help them with writing a grant for this project. Dr. Johnson Leslie met with students to begin the process.
E-students also worked with Cecilia Cochran with the Regional Transport Planning Commission to show heat maps of pedestrian activity on Jonesboro City streets. We have identified and mapped the locations that need sidewalks in our district. With the information gathered from the maps, Dr. Johnson Leslie, Ms. Cochran, and our students have prepared a proposal for Craig Light, City Engineer, and Mayor Perrin.
East at Nettleton is an extremely busy place to be. Had you visited our classroom recently, you might have seen some of our students working on the Runway for the Cure project with a team from St. Bernard's Hospital to create a survivor's video as well as a hype video for their mobile mammogram unit. You may have also seen some of them working with Brandon Carter, Digital Media Director for the City of Jonesboro, on the World Is Not Your Ashtray project.
Our E-students are also working on a mini documentary on an equine assisted therapy program, have partnered with a local nonprofit radio station for several projects, and have partnered with the Craighead County Cooperative Extension Service for a fitness project. We are writing code for a future driver's ed game and have partnered with the Craighead County Health Department to address a recent Hep A outbreak in Northeast Arkansas.
Students in East at Nettleton are learning important soft skills as well as embracing opportunities to become more fluent in coding, mapping, 3D printing, video production, animation, and so much more.
We are humbled, excited, and honored to be recognized. The process for applying for Founders was a crazy ride, but we are glad we did it and are one of the 4 Founders Award winners. We encourage all programs to go through the process and evaluate the impact that they are making on their community.
Because of East, we are finding who we are.
Because of East, we are finding our future.
Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Nettleton High School East.
That's me. Good evening. How are ya? What a night. My name is Matt Dozier, and when I'm not running in circles in the office, I'm driving a small team in circles and sometimes circles within circles as part of our work to recruit new schools and organizations into East. This is the 3rd year we have, thanks to the support of the Arkansas Department of Education, been able to name the recipients of the ADE East grant before our conference. That means that the schools that receive the grant can begin preparing early in the spring semester. And they can be our guests at this incredible conference this year. That way they get a taste of what they're going to be doing next year when they are sitting in the seats that the rest of you are in. These schools have sent teams here to spend time in the exhibit hall experience the breakout sessions, and be inspired with us at tonight's gala. Before I formally recognize them, however, I need to thank some of the people that have helped get them here tonight. First, foremost, and forever, we are grateful to the support of our presenting sponsor, the Arkansas Department of Education. If I counted all the ways one by one, we'd be here for a long time. Commissioner Key and his staff continue to build on the relationship that we have had with ADE since 1996. They are your biggest fans, and East is their biggest fan. Whenever anyone is critical of government, I explain to them that I've worked with too many people in government that are committed to making sure that our schools and communities can thrive to ever be more critical of them than I am of any group of people anywhere. It's just the way people are built. But I especially want to thank our AD liaison to East, Miss Melanie Bradford. This is the 21st year I have been blessed with the opportunity to work with her. I don't think she would say she's been blessed for 21 years, but I'll take whatever she does say. We've traveled hundreds of thousands of miles together sharing East, and I only know of one other woman in the world that's put up with me for that long, and a preacher told her she had to. Miss Bradford is more than our primary contact at the department. She's part of our family. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your wisdom, your tolerance, and making sure that I understood that American Trilogy is, in fact, the second national anthem. I also want to thank Miss Tammy Baker, who has the hardest job in East, making sure that I'm where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to be, and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Tammy got a full dose of the road warrior life this year, and she still comes to work every day excited about her job. And between them, I only had to walk home once this year, which is a new record. We also have an incredible team in our communications and site support areas that are helping to make sure that we can tell our stories and we can do the work in the schools so that we can be good stewards of this grant funding. Okay, that's the intro. This year, we've asked those schools to make themselves more easily recognized, but as I named them, I promised them that you would welcome them like they were Casey Musgraves stepping on stage to duet with Beyonce. So I need your full-throated, hand-clappingest help. Make this as special a night for them as it is for us. Can we try it? Let's clap. Let's make some noise. You can do better than that. Let's make some noise. That's the spirit. Now, I am excited to announce the ADE East Grant recipients in the class of 2019-2020. Please make yourselves known when I name you. Benton Junior High School. Dr. Saunders, we've only been waiting 20 years to be able to say that. Blytheville High School. I don't think they're being loud enough. Blytheville High School. Bob Folsom Elementary School in Farmington. Farmington is now the 4th district in East to have every one of their schools K through 12. Brooklyn Junior High. England Elementary School. George Elementary School in Springdale. John Tyson Elementary School in Springdale, Arkansas. I'm seeing a trend. Mr. Malore, I am so proud to say Lawson Elementary School in Pulaski County. We've been working hard on that one. Manila Middle School. Maumelle Charter High School. Midland Elementary. Another all-East district. Monitor Elementary in Springdale. Parson Hills Elementary School. Dr. Rollins, you can be proud. You are now overseeing the largest single district in the world with East. Springdale has 23 programs when the school year starts next year. Can we hear from all of them? My clicker's not clicking. There it is. Washington Junior High School, Bentonville, Arkansas. Give a special clap out to Mr. Sparacino. This is the 30s program that he has helped start. And BHS West, you got a little brother. This is a good looking group, I tell you. We're still in discussion with a few other schools and organizations, so this may grow again. But tonight, East, these are your new family members. Let them hear you again. Welcome to the family. Thank you.
Now it's time for the ArchiCAD competition. Utilizing ArchiCAD, teams of 3 or less were to design a building or facility that would enhance the community for the greater good. Entries were judged based on innovation and practicality. The competition finalists are on the screen above. And the winners of the ArchiCAD competition is Miles Herman, Hot Springs World Class High School. His project, Diamond Lakes Museum.
Now it is time for the Intentionally Inventive Marketing Competition. This competition seeks to identify the best marketing materials created for an East project or East event this year. This can include any combinations of photos, posters, videos, flyers, t-shirts, etc. The competition finalists are on the screen above. And the winner of the Inventive Marketing Competition is Southside Charter High School, Batesville.
It is time for the A Few Good Apps competition. This competition gave the few a chance to see what your mobile apps were made of. The most successful entries had an easy-to-use, beautiful front-end design matched with a well-crafted database component. The competition finalists are on the screen above. And the winner of the Few Good Apps competition is David from Clinton High School with emergency response near you.
All right, who's still a little tired from last night, yes? I'll be honest with y'all, it's been my sincere honor to be y'all's DJ, and I had to look up my pictures. 2013, so that means 6 years I've been the East DJ, and it's been a blast, y'all. Okay, last night, who had fun with me last night, yes? Thank you. I've ended the night saying that, you know what? Dreams do come true. Continue going after your dreams, and I'm complete proof of that. Passion and technique. Y'all stick to that. It is my pleasure to introduce to you someone who's made and helped me be who I am, my particular mentor, best friend, booking agent, and the CEO of Central Arkansas Entertainment. Please, I introduce to you Joe Snell.
Give it up for DJ Mario Luna. Being a part of this competition was not easy by no means. Me as a young and scared entrepreneur starting out of my garage 13 years ago, Central Arkansas Entertainment is now a production company and booking agency here in Little Rock that touched over 3,000 events last year alone. With 16 DJs on our team, we've won Best DJs in the state of Arkansas for years now. Our motto is creating memories, one event at a time. Being in the production and entertainment industry, we've seen many creative artists through the years. But this competition has truly been inspiring to us, to see so many students create music from start to finish. It was an emotional process going through each song, listening again, and again. It was our joy to go through all these finalists. To be totally honest, it was a hard choice with so many fresh and unique songs. Tonight, Central Arkansas Entertainment will be giving away $500 cash prize to our winner. We chose this song because of the time that went into it, the beautiful blend of harmonies and melody. While all the submissions were great, this specific one touched us like only a masterpiece can. From start to finish, this song took us on an adventure. The hours that were invested into it were definitely noticed in the final product. Like a story unfolding, this song had a true beginning, a middle, and an end. I challenge the winner tonight to follow your dreams. Don't let anything get in your way. This song could be the start of a lifelong passion for you. And always remember, one song can change the world. Our winner tonight is, with the song A, John Stewart from Southside Junior High School.
How's everybody tonight? Great. I'd like to extend my congratulations to the winners. Personal note to Lily Dunnigan. My Brinkley's going to be so proud of you. A little personal note there. All of you guys are winners. I am happy to present the Director's Award tonight. It is goes to a group or an individual that we, the directors, vote on, decide who helps East commit and reach their mission. It's the 5th annual Directors Award. We've done this to several people, both directors and people outside the organization. And as chair, it's my privilege to announce this winner tonight. This year's winner is Don Miarton. He is 8 years a director with East. He was instrumental in bringing the staff and the board together to work more closely together, also with East and the organizations that you guys serve. But most importantly, I would think he provided the leadership that we needed that led to the purchase and now our resident in the offices and training centers in Little Rock. So he was very instrumental in that. Unfortunately, Dom can't join us tonight. He is the president and CEO of South Carolina Community Bank and has some obligations there and is unable to join us. But he did want to pass along a few words via the video screen, so if you could give your attention to that. Thanks.
Good evening. I wish I could be there with you this evening to celebrate another successful year of East. It is a real honor and privilege to receive this recognition, but I would like to use this opportunity to express my gratitude for the impact that East is having, not just on my life, but the lives of thousands and hundreds of thousands of children around the country. My first experience with East was with a young man who came into my office applying for a job of a creative designer. And all he had with him was a wonderfully designed, beautiful portfolio. And I asked him, where did you learn all this? You didn't go to college, you didn't study anywhere. He said, East gave me that opportunity. So I pointed out the possibility, what East, what experience-based learning, what learning in the context of helping community, what learning in the context of finding real-world solutions to the problems in our communities and in the communities all over Arkansas and beyond can do to teach a child how to become a productive, contributing part of our community. And it also pointed out how many of the students that would not have those opportunities in a traditional education system now found them and became incredibly productive, just like this young man that walked into my office and ended up getting a job. So I miss those moments where I could walk around the East Conference and see the young students doing an amazing project, changing their community, improving their lives and the lives of their fellow students, the lives of their community members, and building skills that can not just change their community, but they can take with them to change the world. So I hope you leave this conference, I hope you leave this evening inspired, empowered, and enriched to continue to learn, to continue to make the world a better place. And I want to express my gratitude to the board of directors, to the management, to the hardworking team at East, but also to the incredible teachers and facilitators and many other folks, including the sponsors and supporters and the broader community that understands the value that East has on our community and the potential it has to change the world. Thank you.
I'd like to also introduce a fellow board member, Dr. Gelt, as a special recognition presentation he'd like to make.
And thank you, Dale. I'm really happy to be here tonight. This is one of the highlights of my year, is to come up here and spend some time at East. My name, as Dale mentioned, is Mike Gelt, and I've been a member of the East Board now for 8 years, and I am happy to say that I've been able to be at the last 8, or maybe it's 9, conferences. And my wife and I traveled down here from Michigan. I'm an administrator at Central Michigan University in order to be here. I will tell you the best thing that I've had to do today was I was a judge this morning. And this is probably my last year on the board, but I'm hoping I get invited to come back down next year in order to continue with the judging, because that is the greatest experience that I, as an administrator, can possibly have to interacting with you all, because you're the reason that East is so great. Now, the other reason I'm out here, and they asked me to come out here, was to tell you that the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance was named the Arkansas Business Nonprofit of the Year for 2019. Now you're asking yourself, why in the world is this guy coming down from Michigan to tell us that the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance was named the Business of the Year? Well, that's because up until last Wednesday, East was the Arkansas Nonprofit Business of the Year. That was for the year of 2018. And our year has just come to a close, but I don't think we ever really got a chance to celebrate the fact that this organization was named and acclaimed throughout the state as the Nonprofit of the Year. So I want to do that, and then I'm going to say that I'm here this evening representing the Board of Directors and the many, many supporters of East over its 23 years. And we want to recognize and thank the team that makes the opportunities like this conference available to each and every one of us. They've organized it and they've executed to such a high level. And I'd like to ask at this time for the staff of East to come out here on the stage and join me. Now, you know many of these people, and you benefit from the work that all of them do. Tonight, join me in thanking them with the loudest applause that is going to happen this night. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. These guys are great. Before they leave, staff, I want you all to know that the board specifically is so proud of the work you do that we have some small tokens of appreciation that are waiting for you when you get back to the office, which means you have to go back to the office at some point. I know that you'll hear it from a lot of people, but you really are the best staff that any organization could possibly have. Thank you very much.
Do you have what you even bought?
Yep. Thank you. It is time to announce the third group of Judges' Choice winners. Once the winners are announced, we'd like to invite one representative from each winning school to come up and receive their award. And the winners of the Judges' Choice Awards are J.O. Kelly Middle School, Wine High School, Oak Grove Middle School, Lakeside High School, Hot Springs, Pottsville High School, Barton High School, Alf Junior High School, Calico Rock High School, George Junior High School, and Lakeside Middle Hot School, Hot Springs.
It's time for another presentation from one of our founder schools. Please welcome to the stage Sonora Middle School.
Hi, my name's Casey. And I'm Annabelle. If you've had the chance to visit our booth today, you know that we took East 360, a revolution in education, to mean something a little bit different than some others have. For us, we feel like it represents a puzzle and how all of our pieces come together to represent our East story. We are so proud of how we managed to find all the pieces we have been missing and for being able to put them all together this year through a continued focus on our program and our growth. Through that focus, our projects and our community came together to reveal a program we are extremely proud of.
There is no question where that story begins for us. It's growth. That growth came from our ability to learn from past mistakes and to never let failure be an option. You will see that in the softwares we are using, the projects we are doing, and most importantly, in our community's confidence in who we are and the work we are doing.
This year, we have had more community partners reach out for help than ever before. And it's been really fun getting to get out in the community and being a part of events that are happening in our area. Since conference of last year, we have helped with organizing and filming the Hawkeye Marathon, worked in event planning for the Children's Safety Center Dream Big Gala, planned community events for our own school, and even started a live stream team through the help of the Springdale Public Schools media team and a $1,500 grant from the Springdale Public Schools Education Foundation.
We went a step further with them and asked them about their scholarship opportunities. We wanted to find a way to be able to give a scholarship to a graduating senior that came through our school. They introduced us to endowment funds. We have since started our own endowment fund through them that will benefit a senior every year for years to come. Actually, our first scholarship is being awarded this year. Through our events and donations and a custom gift vending machine we reprogrammed, we have raised over $4,000 since August.
What we have found this year is those relationships we built through community events typically lead to actual projects for our program, including my project where we are using augmented reality to give children who have been abused or neglected a voice and to help other children open up about their abuse. Great projects like mine are not possible without great community relationships. So thank you to Mrs. Emily Fisher for always being there for us this year.
But Mrs. Emily is just one of our amazing partners helping us grow and do great things. Some of you might recognize this guy behind me. Mr. Tevin Booten is a former East alumni and now works for the National Weather Channel. He has been instrumental in our project predicting a snow day. He has Skyped with us and brought us virtually onto the set of the Weather Channel to teach us about weather and forecasts so that we can come back and code a Raspberry Pi sensors that relay information about specific roadways and the potential for black ice directly to our transportation department through a map.
Speaking of maps, stop by our booth tomorrow and learn about our Butterfield Mail Route project where we are working on locating lost points associated with the Postal Service in the 1800s and how they affected the historical points of interest across Northwest Arkansas.
And while you are there, make sure you check out our other projects as well, including our Arduino-controlled and 3D printed medication dispenser we built for a second grader as a way to make taking medication a fun experience. Or come and check out our Samsung Software Tomorrow project, where we have designed a complete virtual reality grocery shopping experience that helps type 1 diabetics determine how their choice of food impacts their health.
Our last but certainly not least, check out Arkin's 3D printed prosthetic leg that he built for himself that has inspired each of us in East at Sonora Middle School to continue fighting for our own projects. It's more than just a 3D printed leg. It's a story of struggle, commitment, and fights that you will want to hear.
At Sonora, we have all of these projects that include hardware, softwares, and technology that help our projects become what they are today. But like we said in the beginning, we would not have the projects we do without our community's members, our partners, and our commitment to student growth. We are so proud of what we've accomplished each and every day in Sonora Middle School.
As we close tonight, we wanted to leave you with this message from Arkin. Have a great night, everyone.
Anything is possible in East if you never give up on your goals.
Welcome to the stage, Sonora Middle School East.
final cornerstone award to be awarded tonight is in the focus area of project sophistication and innovation.
The East Cornerstone Award for Project Sophistication and Innovation recognizes an East program that consistently uses technology in innovative and strategic ways to solve community problems. The winning program cultivates and rewards student creativity and innovation in not just one project, but program-wide. This is the East Cornerstone Award for Project Sophistication and Innovation.
On the screens are the Project Sophistication and Innovation finalists.
Once the winner is announced, we'd like to invite the entire program to come up on stage and receive the award. Project and East are the driving force that binds all over components together.
The East program that takes the honors in this category has taken the typical standard for a great project and introduced us to an entirely new level.
The technology they use is in every East classroom, but how they're using these tools is worth a much closer look.
Their projects also showcase their involvement in their community outreach, as well as a deep impact that are very personal for many of their clients.
Their effort in pushing what is possible also is showing very positive returns on the growth of their entire East program.
The East Cornerstone program for Project Sophistication and Innovation is
Hot Springs World Class High School.
The East Project Competition recognizes and celebrates the best of the best. These are projects that fill the cart while making an impact on the community. This is the East Project Competition.
It is time to announce the winner of the East Project Competition.
The 5 project competition finalists displayed on the screen presented to a panel of judges yesterday afternoon. Thank you to our judges for volunteering your time. The East Project Competition recognizes and celebrates the best of the best. These are projects that fill the cart while making an impact on the community. This year's winner has an overflowing cart, and their design, construction, and recognition of a bench made an immeasurable impact on their community. With the Elizabeth Aquifer Bench Project, the winner is Adaja Cooper and Milo Thompson from Little Rock Central.
That was supposed to be the reserved, the professional. They think we're going to do a comedy bit up here.
First snot, and now.
Oh, yeah, I know. All right. What do you think about conference, Tim?
Oh my gosh, conference is amazing. I tell you what, guys, I've shared a number of times how blessed I truly feel to have been such a part of this. But every year I get to validate, and I get validation personally because I get to see that dream, that vision manifest itself through y'all. Y'all have proven over and over that we need to celebrate. And that's what this conference is celebration. But it's not the celebration of how amazing we are, but the celebration of how beautiful and powerful it is when we can come together and celebrate our selflessness and our willingness to share, and it's amazing what happens. So thank y'all for that. Thank you for that. They did it.
They did.
Again. They did
Again.
it again.
20 years ago. 20 years ago, you probably don't even know this, but 20 years ago was the first East Conference, and what it really was a piece of somebody else's conference that they just didn't take down. You remember that?
That's exactly right.
Did you
We
ever
borrowed-
imagine
No.
this could happen?
No. I didn't. It was absolutely amazing. We had no idea how to pay for anything, how to do a conference. That wasn't in our skill sets. But because we involved so many other people and recognized that right away, then it has come to be. It's and that's the key to this thing. It's not that the East staff or any one individual group has that much impact, but it's the culmination, it's the togetherness of that makes this powerful. And, for example, all the judges today, think about that. We had 32 teams of judges out there working. We had the cornerstone judges. We had the project and on-site competitions. We had our conference sponsors. Oh, my God. How to pay for this thing. You got to have people step up to do that.
We pay for this?
And somebody, I don't anymore.
No, you don't.
Think about the alumni volunteers. Think about all the leadership team walking around giving, being selfless, being helpful. All of that together is what makes this conference what it is.
That's right. We're at the point of the night where we usually hand it off so that they can name the big winner.
The big winner.
We're not going to do that tonight, are we?
No. Hey, you guys got these cell phones, right? And you don't have track phones like I do. You got real cell phones, right? Isn't there a button on there where you can turn it around where when the lens, you're looking this way rather than that way? Everybody hold your cell phone up, push that button where you're looking at yourself, because there are the winners.
Amen.
A whole 3,000 of them. Take your own picture.
Amen.
You're a winner.
That's right. Okay, so if we're not going to do that,
right, let's don't do that.
Let's do something entirely different. How's that sound?
Well, we've been known to do that a time or two.
Let's give the stage to somebody else.
Okay.
I'd like to introduce to you East alumni from Paris, Arkansas, and the Senior Director of Technical Services, Mr. Ruben Canada. Ruben?
Thank you, Matt and Tim. It is with great pleasure and honor that I stand here as a proud East alum and current East staff member to share East impact on me. But first, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the East facilitators in the audience who are also East alumni. Would you please stand if you are a current East facilitator and East alumni? All right, now don't sit down, don't sit down. If you will, please come join me on stage behind the podium. And while they're making their way here, I'd like to take a few moments to share my East story with you. If y'all will, there's a yellow line just right up here. So my first East experience was in the classroom. I enrolled in an elective called East. It was actually called East Lab, but you're not supposed to say that anymore. Lab's a bad word, okay? I worked on computers, but I'd never given any thought to making a career out of it. I was going to be a math teacher, all right? It was more of a hobby, and East had a lot of sophisticated technology my hobbyist hands wanted to touch. But one day I walked into East and everyone was sitting around doing nothing, which is not very East-like. And my facilitator said, "Our server's down and I want you to fix it." Me? No, I fix printers and make web pages. I don't do that. But guess what my facilitator said? "That changes today. I want you to fix this." So I reached out to East Technical Support, troubleshooted. It took a few class periods, but I'll never forget that experience because I was pushed out of my comfort zone to do something I had convinced myself I couldn't do. And on the other side, through some patience and guidance, our East program was back up and running, and I felt accomplished, and that was amazing. I really became involved in our East program, and I learned about all the technology in the room so I could support others on their projects. I attended East Conference and student trainings, like many of you, all stemming from a day of chaos when our East server went down. My facilitator helped light a spark in me, which drove me to choose a career in IT. Fast forward a few years out of high school, my East experience is in the rearview mirror. I landed my first real job and I had it all figured out. Until a job posting for East. And I applied the same day I found out about it. I got that position, and over the next few years, I worked for this nonprofit and experienced East in a whole new dimension, learning how the nonprofit helps support the schools and the work that you all do each and every day. I also met the love of my life at East. All right? Then I left East for a short time to work for a startup, and let me tell you, all right, in limited PTO and limited work from home, we pay 100% benefits. That sounds great as a newly married, soon-to-be new dad. But I grew frustrated with that job, and I really couldn't figure out why. I was doing my job well, I knew what I was doing, but I figured the only impact I was making was financial. Well, yes, I got a paycheck, that's financial, and that's pretty good. But at the end of the day, the only impact the work I had was doing was lining someone's pocket. The company was making no human impact. They sold online ads, and I wasn't feeling it. In short, was this what I wanted to do for the rest of my life? And I figured out that was no. I was missing the element of human impact in the work I was doing, and that's what we all do here at East. We make a human impact. Thankfully, the stars aligned again and allowed me to return to an employee of East, and I haven't looked back since. So really, I'm thankful for East. I have a career because of my East experience as a student, and I get to see amazing projects because of what the students, the facilitators, and the staff do. You accomplish things in your communities that change lives and make a real impact. And honestly, if I had never worked for East, I wouldn't have the life I have now, I wouldn't have met my wife, and I could truly say my life wouldn't be what it is today. So in closing, I ask the 2019 Founders Award Schools to join me on the lower part of the stage here. And you know, while they're coming on stage, East is truly a revolution in education. Collectively, what we all do, whether it's the student fixing stuff so other students can do their projects, whether it's the facilitators who are empowering students to make an impact and find passion in what they are doing, or the East staff who help grow and support this model of education. Remember that we are all in this East thing together, making a positive impact on our human element. From myself, my fellow East alumni facilitators, thank you, East Founders Schools, for the work you have done and will continue to do, and for being some of the best representations of what makes East uniquely East and truly revolutionary. Thank you, and good evening.